All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's do a brief audio and visual check before we get a few things set up on my end while we get into the true Eve, the FOMC Eve. Let's see how everything's looking. Looks good. Sounds good. And let's get started. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Slow Markets. As always, in the YouTube chat, there's our top step risk disclosure. Everything we go over is for educational purposes only. It's not financial advice. It is not a signals class. We're in here to learn and get better together. And go Green Bay Packers. Yes, 8 miles. Yes. How's everybody doing? It is Tuesday night, Wednesday's price action. We've had one heck of a rally over the past few weeks to start September. And yeah, we're finished with rollover. We are going into FOMC tomorrow. We have options expiration on Friday. And it's quite the week, to be honest. And today we've seen absolutely nothing in these markets other than just consolidation. Just consolidation, a little bit of up, a little bit of down, and we closed right where we opened. You can see that here on this daily chart. So let's get into it. NASDAQ and then gold. We'll do our regular rapid fire, open it up to some questions, go through and prepare for some FOMC tomorrow. I'm prepared. I'm ready to go. I've closed off a lot of positions, and I am in most cash. I've gotten to a lot of cash on the sidelines, waiting to see what's happening tomorrow, and then I'll put that cash right back to work. We shall see what happens this week. We shall. Now let's take a look at the daily. So daily, like I was saying, we opened and closed right where we started. It's a big doji candle, upside down shooting star. I don't know. There's probably a lot of people calling this different things. DBA concepts, we could go with that, right? This is a DBA concepts candle. We open right where we close. And yeah, here we are. Start this price action. FOMC tomorrow. It's maybe just all hands on butts, just sitting, waiting, being patient, no trade. I'm not really seeing much from the daily aspect. However, let's go through a couple scenarios. Tomorrow, we get FOMC and Powell's speech, and this market starts to sell off. Okay, some key levels that I'm watching. Of course, it's going to be these all-time highs. You can see this was a level of support and resistance. That's one level I will be watching tomorrow. Another level I'm going to be watching is going to be down here in these 24,000 50s. So anything can happen. We could easily sell off 500 points. That's shouldn't surprise anybody. So these are the main two levels that I'm watching to the downside. If we can get down there, find some support, maybe we if we do start to sell off, maybe we have like a 2-3 day sell off, and then looking for some buying opportunities. This market, you could look and say, it's so overextended, we are due for a pullback. So just thinking from that mindset, like thinking that we can see a pullback, we could see some type of sell off in the upcoming few days. I would love to see that. Actually, it's very healthy for this market to see a bit of a pullback before we rally. And if we do this measured moves, if we kind of measure some moves here from low to high on that big rally, from this low to high on this big rally, Coach Jay, anybody who has been tuning into class, I mean, is this something that could be happening? Can we see more consolidation? Can we see a bit of a pullback tomorrow? I don't know. That's a little interesting, to be honest, if you ask me. So it's just something to pay attention to. Now, it doesn't mean we can pull back tomorrow. We actually, measured move right there, Hoop. Now, even though it's a nice measured move and things might be lining up, anything can happen. It is FOMC, and we have Powell's statement, and we very well could just go straight up, right? Or honestly, we could go down, up, right, down, left, right, square, and right back to where we're at. We just never know with these markets. All we could do is we could use the past, the history, historical price action, and try and position ourselves and manage risk for what's to come in these markets. So we shall see. I just think it's interesting how these things are starting to line up when it comes to these measured moves. We've seen it before. We've been through plenty of rate cuts, rate hikes throughout that in the market, but I would not be surprised. I mean, it's been a while since we had a 2% day either up or down, so maybe we could see a little bit of both. I want to see more volatility than what we've seen today. Let's just say that. Let's zoom in, okay? Let's zoom into this hourly chart. This could be something to be referencing. We did get a pullback, so that is definitely a pullback that we just saw from 24,650 down to 500. So that qualifies as a pullback, and so we did get a pullback. So this could also be a little bit of a primed on this hourly chart to make a run up higher, because if we draw this trend line, which direction has this trend been? Well, we've been going up and to the right. This has been a trendy market, and look, we continue to draw this baby out. And so is there any signs of this changing? I don't know. It's been up and to the right. This is the hourly, and this is basically set since the beginning of September. So up and to the right. And is this anything different? I don't know. Those are usually the famous last words, right? This time's different. We'll see. We'll see. Top-down analysis. Prepare for anything. Prepare for tomorrow. Understand what's going on. But look at today's price action. Like, man, this was most of the New York session. Just right there. A whole lot of nothing. We stayed within like 20-point ranges, 10-point ranges all day. And you can see that when we zoom into the 5-minute chart. This 5-minute chart, it's ugly as it gets when it comes to the chop. And I talked about it during fast markets when I was on TopstepTV during the morning. And yeah, it was, choppy price action throughout the day. You could look at this as terrible. It's terrible from what we're used to. I ended up taking a few trades. I ended up with another nice, positive day. I'm up, $277 on this combine or this XFA. And yeah, it was just trying to scalp these ranges, and that's all that it seems like there was. This market just hovered and stayed right around settlement. That was for sure. And it looks like we're doing more of the same tonight. We did open up basically right where we're at. We went up and tested these 50s. We're back down to these 30s. And can we expect more of the same? I don't see why not. Yeah, lots of chop back and forth. Someone says a few trades, it takes 80 trades. So this is not 80 trades. Let's make sure we get this straight. This is not 80 trades, okay, chat? I'm trading micros, scaling in, scaling out, and Topstep X, and the way it calculates it calculates every single one of them. But volume is 80, yes, 80. If that was 80 trades, I don't see 80 trades on this chart to take. I would have been scalping. That would have been super scalping, right? Just in, out, in, out. I mean, heck, buy low, sell high, right? I mean, there's probably 80 ranges that people could trade, right? Like, there's probably 80 of those opportunities to buy low, sell high on this. Yeah, I know. It's funny. It's just funny how sometimes it looks like that, because when I look at it, I'm like, oh man, I was over trading or something. But yeah, that's all I'm seeing in the NASDAQ. We'll go back to it. We'll watch it. Maybe we can come back down and test these lows towards 500. We tapped 500 basically and just bounced off of it. Let's take a look at gold, shall we? And then we'll open it up to some questions and go from there. Daily gold, not much has changed. I mean, we were just talking about how bullish gold has been and how bullish gold is. We had that huge rally, consolidation, more continuation, breaking through all-time highs. And here we are again. We hit all-time highs today during the New York session. All-time high is going to be these 3740s. And we are green tonight already. So it's just been all green on the screen here in gold, up and to the right. Will we see more of that tomorrow? I know that if the interest rates are going down, typically that can be positive for gold. I know I held a position in gold during the Jackson hole, looking for gold, or looking for Powell's symposium to be more leaning towards rate cuts, which it was, and that one paid pretty well. So if we get rate cuts, I mean, it's kind of priced in already, maybe. I don't think we'll see a half a point, but if we, for some reason, get a surprise half-point rate cut, could that push gold even higher? Maybe. It's going to be interesting to see how gold reacts. It's still one of those markets where you feel like we need a nice pullback, and I mean, let's look at measured moves. Shall we look at measured moves here on gold? Well, here's the last big rally, and this one didn't take very long, right? This was just what, 6 days, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of really bull. We still have room to go. Like there's plenty of room to the upside here in gold, to be honest. Yeah, plenty of room here on gold. We shall see. Can we get that full measured move though? Is the question, because that just seems. Is that a slow grind up? I don't know if this is considered a slow grind up. It's just a consistent. I don't know. Let's zoom into an hourly chart, shall we? Hourly chart on gold. This one was pretty straightforward. We did end up breaking through, breaking out, new all-time highs. Support becomes resistance. You can see that this was resistance. Guess what happened? Resistance became support. And sure enough, these 14s, as Jay and I was talking about last night, it held. And that was one heck of a support level. Buyers down there held those 15s. It looks like we peaked down, just barely dropped below it for a second and bounced right back up. And we are still bullish in this market. And let's zoom in to the 5-minute. It's hard not to be bullish in gold, to be honest. Even today during the New York session, right? We were more trendy in gold than we were any of these other markets, and we're still holding a nice trend here. I still don't see a decent trade opportunity for gold. Maybe we could come up here and push these session highs. And if you do believe in consolidation, maybe there's a short opportunity up here. Got to be cautious, manage your risk, because all-time highs are not too far away. On the flip side, maybe we do get some type of a pullback to be able to buy some of these dips. Maybe we come down into these lower 20s to find buying opportunities. Or can we see these 37.15s again, where the buyers continue to just step in that we've been talking about for the past few days. That's about what we have. We do have the top of the hour coming in about 17 minutes. Let's open it up to some questions. We'll get some music going. I'll get some music going again. We'll get some questions, and let's do hashtag slow markets. I missed a couple of them last night, but let's do hashtag slow markets. If you're new here, or if you've been here, there is my Twitter account, social media. Just go ahead, tag me, whether it's a picture of your trading statistics, your trading setup, your desk, something. Just tag me in it, and if it's good or nice, I'll go ahead and show it here during slow markets. I don't mind. I like that stuff. Let me know if the music's too loud. Give me just 1 second, and we'll get to those questions. And then, of course, there's the gram. There is the gram. I gotta pin that one to the chat. When I'm not on TopstepTV, when I'm not on air, that's where I post updates. And boom, there we go. Don't forget, there's the Topstep watch party on FOMC, which is gonna be fun. How do you structure your decision making under uncertainty? What do you mean structure your decision making? If there's any level of uncertainty, I just don't trade, or I try not to take the trade. Tom Quimby, a Twitter account, and you will block us like you did Jesse. Who's Jesse? Who's Jesse, Tom? Hey, my block button on social media it's becoming my best friend. Jesse W. I don't know who that is. But if they were posting some kind of BS, I probably just blocked them. He's complaining about me blocking him. Man, dude's got to grow up then. Dude's got to grow up if you're going to complain about someone blocking you. It's like when MySpace or Facebook first came out. Nuh-uh, he just blocked you. Did you just follow this person? Grow up. Ugh. Well, it sounds like I made the right decision. Oh, we made a video about it. That's cute. What indicators, tools, or processes do you rely on daily? I go through my process every single night. I do the same review. I look at NASDAQ Gold. I look at the daily, then the hourly, then the 5-minute. And I try and do a very strict routine. Indicators, no indicators. Very simple, straightforward price action, technical analysis. Yeah. Yeah, that's I know it popped up on my newsfeed today. I was like, okay. Hey, you know what? If a grown man has nothing better to do than to make a video about you blocking him, you need other stuff to do in your life. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Yikes. Yeah, let's keep doing these hashtag slow markets. See, this is a good example. This is the good example of the hashtag slow markets. I like this. There we go. On the screen, the big screen. Nice. Is this your trading? You're trading on that screen? Green on the screen. It looks like you're in a trade. That's a sweet setup. Big monitor. That's one heck of a monitor. You make it seem so easy. Yeah, I guess. It really isn't as easy as it looks. No Jay today. Jay is Mondays and Wednesdays. Do you think trading on 3-minute? I'm doing it wrong. I'm not sure what you mean. I don't have a time frame preference. You can trade on any time frame you would like. Just make sure it's consistent. So I joined link because of school. Any trades taken yet? Nope, we are just started. We are looking at these markets. We are preparing for FOMC tomorrow. No Jay? Okay, cool. Get out of here. Out of here. Hey, before you go, hit the like button. What is your typical mindset going into days like tomorrow? Is there anything particular you look for? I'm not great at trading days like tomorrow. Tomorrow, yes, this is what we're preparing for. FOMC, there's a watch party on TopstepTV. Usually, if you see price action, and this is we've been talking about this. Me, Jay, the team members on Topstep, and you probably see this throughout social media, how choppy it was. If you are not used to it, if you do not have an idea how to trade it, then don't. It could be as simple as that, right? You do not need to trade. Trading is optional. It could be just a watch party, right? You just watch, you practice it maybe in a practice account, but don't trade it if you're not comfortable or you don't have a process. I'm just like today when we were trading, like looking through the NASDAQ, and when I started the show, I was referring to that. It's FOMC Wednesday, it's rollover we just finished, it's, options expiring on Friday. It's a crazy week. We can see some very unpredictable moves. We could see, a lot of irrational moves in this market, tape bombs in either direction, chop. And if it's not something you're used to, just don't trade it. Just wait and see if there's a setup maybe after FOMC near power hour. If not, just follow your normal process. Tomorrow, the sun will set, markets will open, and there should be more setups Thursday, right? If not Thursday, Friday. Well, if not Friday, Monday. Yeah, and of course, make sure you're using stop losses. Bought 1 micro riding overnight. Coach Dakota, after you know the zone, buy or sell, what's the last trigger you consider entry? I like something like technicals, right? Technicals is definitely something I'm looking for. 3-bar reversals, consolidation, breakouts. Do you apply the same strategy from slow markets to fast markets? I apply the same concepts, but the strategy is on a smaller time frame, so it's a lot more fast paced. It's been nice if the personal lockout. Oh, Ellie, if you lock out, I mean you're locked out, right? And so anything active or open should be closed. But I know what you mean. So you're saying first day with the XFA tomorrow? No, no. Do not use your first day tomorrow with your XFA. Speaking about XFA, here's SJR Trades. There's your XFA. Nice work. Almost $30,000. You're already up. Base hits. Base hits win ball games. Nice work. I like that one. Locking out. Okay. What's the biggest mistake you made early on, and how did you recover? And what did you wish you had known? Ooh. Biggest mistake, and I am losing. Well, you know what? I forgot to plug my camera on. My my cam is gone. You guys, I forgot to. You guys, yeah, no power. So, give me a sec. You guys could just hear my voice, okay? There you go. I'll only come back if we could get to 200 likes. I'll turn my camera back on. Also, gold's dumping, magic. Yeah. Just like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, give me a second. The power on my camera is just gone. ASMR trading with Dakota. Yeah, you guys just listen to my voice and you could fall asleep to my voice. I liked it. What do you get? We got to get to 300 likes. We got to get to 300 likes. It takes about 60 seconds for it. Once in an XFA, you're ahead like 5 to 10 M. Can you lock out and to say 6M? I don't know what you mean by that, Michael. 5 to 10 M, 6M. Basically combining personal lockout and the time clock features. Yeah. Bring the hot dog back, Dakota. I know, I don't have it. Hey, it's almost close to Halloween, okay? I'm just going to say this on air. We will bring the hot dog back for Halloween. We will bring the hot dog back for Halloween. I got to figure it out first. Let's see if the camera works. Let's see if this camera is working now. There we go. 5 to 10 minutes. You liked it twice, Tom. How? Magic bottle will fix your blown motor. Magic mechanic in a bottle. Sell it. Do you use time and sells? No, Nick, I do not. Let's go back to this gold, and we'll continue to watch gold. Remember, I'm not planning I'm not expecting any trades tonight. Let's just say that. I didn't get your answer, David. What answer? Dude, what happened to that stupid combine challenge and race? It wasn't stupid, Tom. But if you didn't know, did you guys watch Topstep TV? If you missed it, Topstep announced and gave an update regarding that, Tom. So everybody who participated, who voted, all got a free reset. Yeah, that was pretty cool. You gotta have to explain because what you're saying is false. If you tuned in and if you did some due diligence, you would know. Elliot got a free reset. Yep. Free, yeah, Topstep always does it right. I didn't get a free reset. What he said is true. Topstep got mine, got mine. See, there we go. There we go. I got it and got it funded, but blue, oof, got my, yes. Look at the chat, man. Chat's going so fast I can't even read it. Yeah, if you tuned in, you'd know. Got my. Any resolution of no issue on my end. All right, looks like you guys are having a blast in the chat. Got mine, Dakota. Don't BS. What does that mean, Ryan? What is this BS you guys speak of? It should be 1, not 2. How's the new ride? It's been nice. We're watching these gold markets. Mine's sitting in the reset bank. Nice. Don't mistake that, Tom, from you. I don't know that, yeah. Are you trading the Asian session? Yep, we're watching these markets right now. Oh, it means I don't BS. Okay, yeah. How do you separate noise from signal? That's a good question. Like, look at that noise. Oh, how do you separate noise from signal? I think location, right? How would a trader separate all the noise from a signal? I think location is a very important part of it, right? When we're trading, and I want to go over this. And part of it is, I see Shelly says it, using time frames. And let's take a look at this example, right? So we zoom into this time. Let's just go. We'll zoom into a very short time frame, like a 1 minute. A 1 minute here in the NASDAQ. There's a lot of noise in this chart, right? There's a lot of noise. There's lots of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Maybe not so much, right? This might be more clear, right? See, this one might be a lot more clear. But then if you're changing a time frame, if you change time frame, let's say a 5 minute chart, okay, that looks a little bit different. Then you change time frame to an hourly chart, then that's a lot more different. And for me, it's about location, and you can say time frame, right? So for me, it's time frame perspective. This morning on fast markets, I was talking about this. Andre's like, well, what levels are you liking? Well, you heard me say it. I did say I'm liking these 30s and these 20s, these 530s and 520s. And when we get down there, that level is going to be attractive. And sure enough, we did get down there. And that could have easily been a signal. So looking at location, and then as the chat was saying, definitely time frame. Time frame, what you're looking at can be big, right? If you're looking and zoomed in at a very, like thinking of it like Google Maps, right? You zoom in and you're seeing like a street view, and there's a lot of noise, but the further you zoom out, the bigger picture that you're able to see. And some experience, right? You can make an argument regarding experience, because experience will get you things, and understanding of like, hey, we have FOMC, what to expect, situational awareness. You've been there before. You've done it before. You've seen this type of price action. What made me look at the 530s? Yeah, right there. It really was. It's not very complicated, right? You can see where this back here on the 15th, resistance, major support. This is basically where we opened in near settlement. And it was not only this, right? You could look at this and say, okay, this is a fair level right around settlement. I'm also looking at the overall market, right? That's why I say situational awareness. Looking at the overall market, seeing that, okay, wow, Nvidia's down, Tesla's up. This one's like, the markets were mixed, right? So the markets were mixed. We were starting to sell off, and it just didn't make sense for a sell off. And this is a nice level of support we got down there, and yeah, it worked out pretty well. This was the level, like that was the level of the day for the buyers. We did peak down here towards the 500 level. Worked out if you were able to get in there, and we've been chopping around this range. And even tonight, let's see, what's gold doing? Top of the hour is here. We are starting to sell off in gold. Not a major sell off, but we are getting some sellers in here. When in doubt, zoom out. I like that. When everything feels uncertain, what do you fall back on? I mean, exactly what Random just said. When in doubt, zoom out. If everything feels uncertain, don't trade. Take a step back. Go get lunch. Go get some food or a snack, and then come back and reset. Yeah, like running the ball, throwing the ball. When in doubt, zoom out. Hey, here's another one. Sam in the chat. Hashtag slow markets. Took a shot on gold longs and stopped in profit. FOMC tomorrow, so I think I'm locking out entirely for the day. Nice. Great decision. Up $300 in the XFA. You don't need to risk giving that back if you don't have to, and if you don't feel like you've traded that before. Let's do another hashtag slow markets. Ugly mess. I got my resets. Nice. Nice. What principles guide your work regardless of market or season? Keep it super simple. Like that is it. The simpler I can make my decisions, the more repetitive I can make my decisions, then the better it is for me. That's basically the overall, I guess, idea of the way I go about my trading without getting in depth. And it doesn't matter what market, it doesn't matter what season, it doesn't matter the news. It's just not overcomplicating it. Kamura says, I got 2 resets, not sure why. Well, if you tuned in to the day show, Topstep announced it. I believe there was a competition earlier during the Thunderdome. And people who voted on that one, the winner, I believe, got the reset. And then everyone who participated in the Baron versus myself combine counter got a reset. Super simple yellows. No, not super simple yellows. Yeah, the combine counter is ended. It is finished. You got 2 today. Nice work. See, chat, man, you show up, be patient. That's all that's required. That's all you need. Practice patience. Gold's starting to push down a little bit lower. How do you size positions in micros given the smaller tick value? It depends on the situation. It depends on the situation for gold and micros. Abby, how much money you've made in a single day as a day trader and highest payout? My highest payout at a prop firm has been $250,000 this year. Yeah, as a prop firm. In a day, it's a bit bigger. I had my biggest winning day this year or this month. What's your method of reset mentally after 2 to 3 losing trades? When I reset mentally, honestly, I go boxing. I go boxing. I love boxing. I enjoy it. Or I would just go work out, go do something, get my mind off the charts. Skylar Cole, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I've been trading for almost 15 years now. Let's make sure we have to have that realistic expectation. Oh, come on, Sam. I could read those even though they don't get shown. I don't. Yeah, that got me. Yeah, having realistic expectations. I've been trading for almost 15 years. And to compare yourself to another person is wrong. You just need to continue to improve your own process. Just got in short gold looking for momentum. All right, let's see it. What's up, Investor Z? It probably took you a while till you could trade just by looking at price action. What do you have to say for beginners? It's that same thing, Ranch. Keep it simple. That's my biggest suggestion. I tell it to my VIP team. You know that. Shout out if you're in here. Keep everything as simple as you possibly can, and don't change stuff dramatically. Make small adjustments. Small adjustments can have a big impact, and don't keep changing. Make sure you have plenty of data before you're able to make adjustments. I just answered that question. How much money you've made as a single day? How do you join the VIP? So there's seasons. After each season, Topstep will announce a draft. And after there's a draft, then we draft for the VIP teams. That's a fact. You're up for the week. Does that mean no ICT? Hey, you could trade whatever you want. You could trade anything that you would like. Just keep it simple. I think at the core of any strategy, any successful strategy, the core is risk management. Is there a name to your trading strategy, and is there a way we could learn? There's no name to my strategy other than I joke around saying DBA concepts, and I do not teach a strategy. I think it's incorrect for someone to teach a strategy. I think it's more correct to help with risk management and understanding different trading concepts, because I could technically teach everybody a strategy, but then everyone's going to trade it differently, and the trader might lose money doing that. The trader might make money, and that's not right. You have to end up building and trusting your own strategy, not using someone else's. Trust me. There's so many strategies people try and sell out there. They sell courses, they sell discords, they sell strategies, and I wouldn't touch any of those with a 50-foot pole. I wouldn't pay money for a strategy. No, there's plenty of stuff and plenty of education out there for free that could help you build your own. Heck, I just did one 2 weeks ago for just a very basic structured template. Master one strategy. A master of one. What does it call it? A jack of all trades is a master of none. Minor details kind of make a huge difference in strategies. And yeah. Little details. You guys have been seeing me trade on Topstep TV for over 2 years now. Nothing's changed. Little details have changed, right? Maybe how I get in, maybe how I get out, maybe what market I might be looking at. There's little details that I continually adjust in my trading, but I will not adjust something super dramatic like, all right, I am now putting these indicators on and I'm only doing this, this, and this. I don't like doing that, because I do believe that, is it a true strategy if you don't have at least a few months worth of data? And then how does that strategy work in different market conditions? We had the summer doldrums, we have FOMC, we have fall, we have the different seasons, right? Seasonalities of the markets. We have political events going on that markets change, market states change. Increasing interest rates, decreasing interest rates. One strategy does not work in every market condition. The plan I did a few weeks ago has been helpful. Building my own. Yeah, great. Well, that's what it's meant for. Good. Thank you. You shouldn't be following that exact plan, but using that as a guideline or an outline, an example to be able to create your own. Good work. Oh, what's this? Jay, DMs are open. DMs are open. How your stats look like, win rate. Are you just coming in here asking me what's my biggest payout and what my stats are? I post on my social media. Maybe you should tune into there. Short gold. Yeah, we're kind of holding these 72s or these 27s. 727. Where's your man Baron? Ooh, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Treating me like a football card. Yeah, what's my stats? What's my P&L? Am I in the age? Yeah, maybe we get a football card of all the traders on social media and on YouTube, right? We have the different player cards where we just have like Coach J, Coach Dakota, Mohammed. Yeah, and you collect them all. That'd be EA Sports rating. And then we have like, ooh, he's actually a live trader. Like we'll have like the NBA, then we'll have like the D League. The D League would be like, no, I'm not going there. I'm not going to talk smack. I could go off right here, but I'm not. I'm gonna take the high road on that one. Yeah. Did you say we are athletes? Stats update. The shiny cards. Yeah, gold looks like we might actually break through these lows. Lows of these sessions. Let's see if we can do it here. Let me zoom in. Maybe we come down and test these 23s. Can we come down and test these 23s? That was a big level here today. No one has talked about the gap. What gap? I can't find a good setup. Hey, if there's no setup, don't trade it. Oh, pal. C League, D League. Work your way up. Work your way up. Oh, you know what? I'm jamming out to music and you guys aren't getting it. I forgot to push play. Sorry, chat. I'm over here enjoying the music and I did not feed it into the YouTube. How's that? Is that better? Is that better? I'm enjoying the music by myself. When did I hit my emotional lowest in trading? Probably right out of college. Right out of college is when I was at my emotional lowest. One of my lower points emotionally. Not knowing if, like, hey, I just dedicated so much time to trading and not knowing if it was going to work out or pay the bills. There's a lot of pressure when it comes to trading for full time. Trading for full time, there's a lot of pressure. It's a different level for sure. And I just grinded through it. As an instrument, I trade gold in and of itself, by itself. I don't look at anything else. It's been buy the dip mode lately. You thought I was 24 years old? Hey, I'll take it. I wish I was 24. How are you feeling about FOMC? I'm feeling great. If you didn't notice, like I said, I'm a little cash heavy right now. I like to get out of a lot of positions before a big event like FOMC. And once FOMC passes, I mean, there's a few reasons why, right? Number one, higher time frame analysis that I did on the higher time frame of the daily. We're kind of a little overextended, and so I've allocated everything in cash. Not everything, but about 80% in cash. And once FOMC comes, once we hear what Powell has to say, once things start to settle down a little bit more, after that, then I'll start putting it to work. Cash heavy. No zero DTEs. No. V point of interest. Let's see. We're in the point of chill here in gold. We're still trying to push lower. It's looking heavy. Gold is looking heavy on this one. Leaps. Anything I do in options is like 3 months out. What's the max drawdown on the account? Well, whatever the max drawdown on 150K is. Here's my stats. Here's my stats. Oh. There's the stats. You can go through them. I don't mind. Let's go through some of these. And ask me anything, right? Ask me anything. I don't mind. 60% win rate. Just above a 1-to-1. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, for some reason I thought I'd be a lot more long biased. Average losing trade, average winning trade, best trade. I honestly, chat, I got a message from someone's like, why do you always joke about this number? I'm like, I don't. It just shows up all the time. And maybe it's just, I don't know. It just shows up. Right now, I think my this is the one I had that fat finger too, I think. Is this the one I fat fingered? I started this first day in the XFA. Look, very first day in this XFA, I fat fingered max contracts and started off minus $1,400, which was crazy. It's like, okay, not only do they have brand new XFA, but I'm gonna just start minus $1,400 from a fat finger, and now I've just been on a pretty good win streak, which is, yeah, he was there for that, Jay Smitty. That was just a shot in the stomach. I'm like, oh my gosh, brand new XFA. Fat fingered it right on air too. I was on Topstep TV in front of thousands of traders. It's like, man, that sucks. That sucks. But then grinded my way back up. I'm up 4,100. So after that fat finger, $5,500 recovery basically, and I'm just gonna continue just these base hits. Nothing too crazy. Just base hits. Be done for the day. Lock myself out. Base hits. I've been trading micros. No, it's not 80 trades, chat. Come on. It's not 80 trades. I'm trading micros. The platform counts when you scale in and scale out, they count it as one trade. So if I say I'm in 5 micros and I take 5 off one at a time, that counts it as like 5 trades, right? 10 trades. So that's adding, and so that's why you see it's very inflated. It's really been like less than 5 trades. Yeah, maybe I just went on tilt, but hey, green's green. Yeah, that's funny. But other than that, no, nothing too crazy that I'm noticing yet. Now here's the thing, is this is still not enough data. This is only 2 weeks worth of data. I still need another maybe month or so to just be like, okay, things are starting to improve. I still need another month or two worth of data to say that these statistics have been improving. Or at least my trading's been improving. We shall see, right? Yeah, daily winners, basics, especially in this market, right? Where's the home runs at? You just really have to just be super lucky to get any home runs in this market and happen to catch the bottom or the top. It's just base hits. Tomorrow, we will see some volatility, though. Where did I learn how to trade? Through experience, trial and error, online. I read it, yeah. Yeah, a home run for you might be different than a home run. A base hit for me is just getting what, for example, 1 ATR on the 5-minute chart. Yeah, of course, Yasmin. Yeah, you won't see me jumping in just unlimited sim accounts and just going for it. And I'm a trader, not a marketer. I'm a trader first, not a marketer, not much of an entertainer either. I try and be entertaining, but the truth is, trading good, trading consistently can be boring. Thoughts on copy trading? I don't mind copy trading. Copy trading can be good. It could be bad. It's a double-edged sword. If you can't trade one account, you can't trade 5. That's for sure. Let's take a look at micro NASDAQ. We are just going sideways. Let's take a look around these markets, shall we? Let's take a look. Let's go through these markets. NASDAQ, not really doing much. We are holding a little bit of some downward pressure. The question is, can we break back down to see these 24,500s? That could be a possibility. Let's take a look at the minis. Yeah, same thing on the minis. I went over it once. We'll go over it again. Let's take a look at the hourly chart. Basically what I'm looking for is the market to put in a range and stay in a range until FOMC. Let's take a look at gold one more time. Then we could take a look at maybe crude oil, Bitcoin, any other markets you want me to review before FOMC as we're preparing. Gold's starting to get a little bit of a pullback, some downward pressure. Maybe we could see these lower 20s come into play, and maybe we could even see these 15s, these 37 15s come into play before tomorrow. Real quick, let's take a look at gold, or not gold, crude oil. Oh, it's been such a long time since I looked at crude oil, and I know the team looks at it relatively often. They even trade it in the house account, but right now that seems pretty straightforward to me. A lot of down pressure over the past few months. This $62 a barrel level has been holding for quite some time, and this honestly looks a little primed for a breakout, right? Is that primed for a breakout to go up and maybe test this $71 a barrel? I don't know. It's been a long time since I've traded crude oil, but to me that looks like we are holding these 72s. If not, maybe we do end up failing and coming back down to $56 a barrel. That'd be the first level of support that just eyeballing it, like that I immediately see. Next thing, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's one of them. Bitcoin, what are we seeing in Bitcoin going into FOMC day? Is this a buy the dip? You can see nice rounding bottoms. Can we see a break higher? This is Bitcoin. I want to see what does Bitcoin look at a daily. Man, these 115s, this is a major level of support and resistance, and it looks like we just broke above that. So if that holds, we might test these 124s, go test these highs on the bits of coins, right? Resistance, 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 resistance became support. We tried to hold below it, and we are breaking above that again. So yeah, maybe there is a decent chance for a move higher here in Bitcoin. Yeah, you're able to trade Bitcoin. These are micro Bitcoin futures. And yeah, here at Topstep, you can trade Bitcoin. You could trade currency futures. Yeah. Let's go back to some gold. Gold now starting to break down. So those who are short, shout out to you that are in short. I seen a few traders saying that they were short. We are now breaking down here in gold. It's looking good. We did break through those 27s. So let's go see if we test 23 and maybe down to those lower teens. Seeing some some movement tonight, which is not too bad. First take profit hit on gold. Let's get it. Nice work. Nice work. We got the hashtag slow markets. We got all that in the books. We are ready for some FOMC tomorrow. Like I said, we do have the watch party. Who's showing up for the watch party tomorrow for FOMC? I will be on tomorrow morning with Braden. But that watch party, that's going to be a good one. 1 p.m. Central. You'll be there. You'll be there. You don't even have to trade it, right? The watch party starts at 1 p.m. Central, Corey. Bring the popcorn. Enjoy it. If you don't trade it, if you do not trade it, or if you don't plan on trading it, maybe lock out before the watch party. Because I know when I start watching the markets, it gets very tempting. It gets very tempting. Gold's continuing to push lower here. Dorito liquor ready to go. No. Ugh. No. I smelt that when we had the trader meetup in Chicago. That stuff was nasty. No Dorito liquor. That's why you do not long gold until the confluence. Ways to keep you out of bad trades. Yeah, it's tempting. Yep, it's tempting. That's why that lockout feature is available. And we'll continue to talk more. We'll see how these markets are reacting. Trader, yeah, he's around. He's doing pretty well. 3 minutes. What? I don't know what you mean by that one. We're continuing to push lower, hitting these session lows. Looking for those 23s. 23s. Not very volatile, but we're starting to pick up some steam to the downside. Just crossed over to settlement. Gold turned red. Big dump in gold? I wouldn't consider it a big one. Maybe for the volatility we have seen, sure. Do you think there'll be better opportunities in the NQ during fast markets or FOMC? We're going to see volatility for FOMC. I just have extreme caution when it comes to fast markets tomorrow. Just understand that, like we've been saying, FOMC could bring some very random movements. It could bring some volatility. It could, especially right after a rollover and options expiration Friday. Just understand those if you are planning to trade. Nice move in silver as well. It's been a while since I did take a look at silver. Yeah. Oh wow. Okay, that's a move. This is a move here in silver. All right, that's silver selling off $42 an ounce. Let's go. Silver might go through. Interesting. Let's go back and take a look at gold while we hit these 23s. Hit those 23s. Next stop, maybe 15s. What if they don't cut rates tomorrow? Oh man, that would be one heck of a surprise. If there's no rate cuts, here are the two big surprises, which is very unlikely. The Fed is expected to cut rates 0.25. Okay, 0.25%. If it's less than that, as in if they don't cut rates, it's going to shock the market. It could get very ugly and very volatile. If they decrease them by 0.5%, a similar situation, right? You don't want to see anything other than expected. I mean, it just markets are pricing in one thing, they're expecting another. Anything outside that expectation, it could bring a shock to the market. Is it going to go up or down? That's anybody's guess. Yeah. Look at this. Now gold's starting to catch some steam. I was looking at these 15s. Yeah, markets hate uncertainty. That's true. I think the key for tomorrow is going to be the dot plot. The dot plot, you know, how many rate cuts are there going to be? Is there going to be 2 or 3? And how big are those rate cuts going to be? And then, of course, Powell's speech, Powell's verbiage. How does he, you know, what does he say? What words are you using? Is he, yeah. Yeah, those 15s, yep. Call them and trade them, 2 different things. Starting to see volatility now. It's starting to pick up here in gold. Markets are in sell the news mode. Maybe. We're going to find out tomorrow. Are you going to trade? If I see an opportunity, but it's going to be in just base hits. I'm not expecting anything too crazy. Look at this sell-off here on gold. That's a bigger move than we've seen throughout the entire New York session almost. All right, we've seen some. Yeah, this is a decent move here in gold. $19.20 lined up with the 5-minute IFVG to your ICTs. The FOMO on wanting to long gold right now. Hey, follow your process. Yes, FOMO's real. FOMO can be real. Is there some news I'm missing on this gold? Let's look. It might just be technicals, right? I mean, South Korea defense, but nothing too crazy. I'm not seeing news right now. What time frame do I recommend for a day trader? I would say, I mean, I go from the daily to the hourly to the 5-minute. Definitely test out a couple of them. Continue to push lower. No, not the 2-second. You're getting blur sometimes. It's not me. I am not getting blur. I'm curious to see if gold hits 15. Where's Coach Jay at? Where's Jay? Coach Jay, we might see these 715s come into play. What a sell-off. Gold could also V-shape. I've seen plenty of times where gold V-shapes, right? Where V-shape, we just bounce. I mean, look at this. You know, down, straight up, bouncing off these 15s. There was a big buyer at 15s yesterday and today. So we'll see if the buyers step in again. Someone says everything's dropping. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is pushing lower, yep. NASDAQ's lower. Gold's lower. Come on, chat. Oh, man. Let's see if we get these 15s. We're continuing to go. Trend is your friend right now. Trend is your friend. Music sounds like I'm on hold. You know, should we change? We could change up. We could change up music for you. I'll change the music up just for you. We'll do gold market selling off type music. As it intensifies, getting through these 16s. Poke the bull. Let's see if there's going to be an opportunity down here. In the 15s. In 14s. Oh, we just blew through these 15s. Let's watch it. I don't know about max contracts. Come on. I don't want to jump in front of this yet. Let's see. I want to see how this market reacts. It's all about market reaction. Now you're talking. Love the music. Like this music a lot better. Ooh, look at this thing just picking up speed. Volatility. Momentum. All right. 1 micro. It's purely this support level here. Two micros. We're going big right here. This is small. Here, we gotta do ticks. We gotta do this in ticks. This is the same process. Same process. It's the music, chat. It's got to be the music. Do I make it look too easy? Sometimes it feels so simple, right? Don't overcomplicate your trading, chat. Buy at support. All right, let's get out of one right there. Tighten this baby up. Call it good. Look at this, 18s, 19s, a little 43, 41, 44 ticks. And I'm out. Oh, almost got. I swear that number. 50 cents off. If that was. If I had a mic, I'd drop it. We'll round up. We can round up. We just scalped it. We bottom ticked it and top ticked it. Yeah, want to see it? Don't look at that one. The OE trades from the... Yeah, that was insane. Okay, well, we'll look at this, though. There's my hashtag slow markets. Yeah, put that in there. Hashtag slow markets that right up. Small base hits. What did it count? How many trades am I on? See, it says I'm on. See, that's what I'm saying. It says I'm on 2 trades. 2 trades tonight already, but that was 1. Yeah, yeah, that's a mess. All the scaling in and scaling out right there. Micros. Yeah. Base hits. Starting the session off right. Should I just lock out? Make 50 more cents and then lock out for tomorrow? No, I'm going to be on fast markets tomorrow morning. I will be on, once again, like I said, I'll be on fast markets tomorrow morning. I'm excited. I like trading fast markets with a team. I was asked that question. Today. Said, Dakota, why don't you go do your own thing? You know what? The camaraderie is amazing. I get to be on fast markets with the team. Jack, Hoag, Braden, one of the better traders. Braden, probably a better trader than I am, to be honest. And then again, like with the team. Remember, tomorrow is also FOMC watch party. I'm excited for it. If you're not trading, if you're locked out, that's okay. You can still tune in, watch it, watch the volatility, provide some commentary, enjoy it, have some popcorn, have lunch. It's right at 1 p.m. Central. And, you know, how about that? Like, if this mic would disconnect, I would just drop it. That's a mic drop type night tonight. So, that's it. Tuesdays and Thursdays. I've been ending a little bit earlier. So, I will catch you bright and early tomorrow morning. If not, tomorrow night, Wednesday, with Coach Jay, we'll review some trader statistics. Yeah, crash out. I will see you tomorrow.